Johnny Prime here. On my way to lunch, figured I'd talk to you a couple minutes about one of my favorite places to eat in the city, Keen's Steakhouse. First thing I want to tell you when you get to Keen's, go into the bar, all right, get a drink. They make great cocktails. It's an awesome old bar. You don't really see too many places like that anymore. Lots of rare booze too on the wall. Three things about Keen's. Number one, this place used to be a men's only joint until some badass bitch went in there and got the whole policy flipped on its ass. Number two, look up. When you get in there, look up on the ceiling. There's pipes everywhere. A bunch of long stem church warden pipes. Famous people, Michael Jackson, presidents, celebrities, all sorts of people had pipes in there, smoked them, and then, you know, had them put on the wall, signed them. Third thing, holy wind, fucking wind. Third thing about Keen's is history. The place is like a fucking museum. There's a bunch of taxidermy on the walls from the creatures that, you know, Teddy Roosevelt killed when he was hunting. There's a playbill from the night that Lincoln was assassinated. It's like, you know, it's like a museum. It's really cool. You can see a lot of shit. But what you care about is the food. And what I'm going to tell you, because it's a great steakhouse, might blow your mind. I don't really get beef there. Pass on the steak. And that's not to knock the beef that they have there. It's Strasburger Meats. It's great, high quality meat. They do an awesome porterhouse, an amazing prime rib. But the rare and unique thing about Keen's is the mutton chop. Very rare, you don't see it too often. It's basically a double lamb porterhouse T-bone steak. It's called a Barnsley chop. One of the first cuts that butchers and beef processors make is right down the center of the spine, and that's where you get a side of beef. You've heard that phraseology before. But that's not the case with lamb. Since lambs are smaller animals, they don't always make that cut right down the center of the spine like they do for beef to give you a side of beef. So if you cut it the other way, across the vertebrae instead of down the vertebrae, you can get what's called a Barnsley chop. And that's essentially two porterhouse or T-bone steaks of lamb on one bone. That's exactly what you get at Keen's when you get their mutton chop. And they do a great job. They cook it perfectly. They serve it with escarole, which is totally rare. And I love to see that because it's one of my favorite things from growing up. It's basically Italian poor person's greens. You really can't beat it. It's an amazing cut. I mean, honestly, you can't go wrong with the king cut of prime rib either, but I'm telling you, you want something a little unique and different, get that. That's Keen's. Enjoy it.